A tall, statuesque man stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes. He's so absorbed in them that he doesn't seem to notice you. The man doesn't move. As you walk around to get a better look, you can see that he's quite handsome. And still entirely uninterested, you raise your fist to bang on the table, but before you can make...
No, dishes are to be treated with respect. That is what words are for. Keep away from the dishes. They are priceless. Then you understand my concern. You appear to be fawning. I am Daisuki. Daisuki Dishware. And you are interrupting inventory. I did not ask what you are doing. Inventory must be done. Once a week I take inventory of the dishes. If one is cracked or chipped, if one is beyond, and when new dishes arrive, I add them to the collection. Your praise is not required. Now please.
You decide not to bother him any further.
Look out!
Your foot catches on a strange bulge, but you don't hit the floor. You hit hard muscle instead. Daisuke has heroically put himself between you and the dishes. You're now face to face, and chest to chest, on the ground.
Forget about me. Are the dishes all right? Good.
You climb to your feet, surveying.
I think I've chipped. I must repair myself. Please leave now, before you do any more damage. Yes. Leave me now.
You find Daisuke where you left him last time, staring intently at dishes on the table. Unlike the last time, however, he has a list in one hand.
Not hard enough. There's much to do, and my injuries have slowed me down. In addition to inventory and keeping track of all the dishes, I'm also in charge of delivery. Unfortunately, I prefer to work alone, but an assistant would be invaluable in this moment. You wish to right this wrong? Good. I have preparations I must first finish. In the meantime, perhaps you can help me wash these dishes. Dishy? I trust no one but myself. Unfortunately, I must trust you with them for now. Do not disappoint me. Please begin then.
You pick up the dishes and begin to wash. As you work, you feel Daisuke's eyes boring holes into you.
Your hands are shaking. Take care lest you drop one.
Daisuke places a hand on yours, perhaps to steady you. But
Are you listening?
you manage to finish washing the dishes without.
Well done. When next we meet, you will assist me with deliveries. Be prepared. Complete these deliveries, and all will be well once more. Leave me now. Farewell. Here you are. I hope you're prepared to work. You are to make deliveries to Mitchell, Beverly. Do not return until you have completed your deliveries. Of course. If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time. You will be delivering coffee mugs to Kopi. Coffee mugs are ceramic. I am struggling to think of any further pertinent information. There is nothing interesting to... She is courteous, and our relationship is pure. If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the time. You will be delivering plates to Mitchell. He uses them to serve food. The food is then eaten from the plate. I do not know what else to say about the plates, so I will stop speaking now. He does indeed. Mitchell, this is what if you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the... Beverly will be receiving cups of... The cups will be used... Beverly has broken more than a few glasses after it. I can think of nothing further to tell you. While I wish everyone had my... And she is appreciative. If you have any questions about the deliveries before you go, now is the... I have nothing more to tell you. You may leave now. Sugar. Go now.
You find Fabrizio and Daisuke mid-discussion.
Beautiful, like a ceramic sunset over a shining sea of China.
I told you I would help you organize. Even an injury cannot slow you down.
Your assistance has allowed me... I'm truly grateful.
It's no problem speaking of friends, it seems...
We will speak again,
Ciao.
You have the air about you of one who has completed their mission. No. I have repaired my injury. I am perfectly safe to handle now. You've finished your deliveries, then? Very good. It is almost as if our near-tragic accident never happened. With your help and Fabrizio...
Daisuke stares up at the dishes in the cabinet. You wonder if now might be a good opportunity.
Perhaps I can rearrange the dishes again. You are correct. I suppose I could Would you care to join me? Come, sit.
As you sit with Daisuke, both of you gazing, you could talk to him about coffee, poetry, ceramics.
Who told you that? Beverly's job is to dispense beverages, not secrets. I have been betrayed. Not embarrassed of my poet, but I was never encouraged to share it. I suppose you must think it strange for a dish as serious as I am to be writing poetry. Romantic? My poems were never love poems, but I am glad you seem to be a lover of poetry just the same. It seems like such a simple question. Friends, lovers, hobbies, they were pleasant to be sure. When a relationship ended poorly, when a hobby reached a plateau, when I worked too much, I do not have or at least, being forced to slow down has now faced with a quiet moment and friendly conversation, I find myself woefully inadequate, like a broken plate fused together. It is a kind offer, truly. Forgive my rudeness, but I am no longer in the mood to chat.
You don't see Daisuke right away, but as you approach, you hear him calling out to you.
Please, come in. Our conversation the other day showed me that I have been neglecting myself and my once beloved hobbies. And with my work done for the week, I found myself going mad for want of things to keep my hands busy. It felt like a good time to remind myself there's more to me than my deep and abiding love for dishware. I have not always known this. Perhaps I still do not, but I would like to try. When you injured me earlier, I was furious. I thought my worth lay only in my work. But being forced to lean on others, I am embarrassed to admit that you and Fabrizio... So if you allow me...
He gestures to a table laid out with paper, pens, and a few lit candles. It's all terrible.
Your enthusiasm touches me. I am happy we share an appreciation for the art.
Daisuke guides you to sit, not leaving.
Let us begin then. Do not overthink it. Poetry is best when it flows from your... Do not overwork your words, and do not worry about how it sounds. Simply write with your heart. It is as nice as it sounds. Let us begin.
Daisuke's pen begins scratching against the paper immediately. Perhaps he's inspired already, or perhaps he's been preparing for this moment. You, on the other hand, you feel inspired by what's been building between you and Daisuke, and you remember that.
You are riding away there. I look forward to seeing what you... Already? Wonderful. Wow, an excellent start.
Daisuke stares at you in silence.
That... incredible. I've never been given such a personal gift. Thank you.
You could swear you see tears glimmering at the edges of his eyes.
I'm so moved, I barely know how to share my own now. But let me get on with it, before I embarrass myself making a scene.
Daisuke clears his throat, looking down at his paper with some mix of pride and excitement.
Since you entered my life, I have been renewed, like a forgotten subscription to a magazine. Your beautiful smile bathes me in sweetness, like a jar full of honey that has been knocked over on the shelf. The day you fell on top of me was a day of great change, like a pocket filled with quarters. I hope we will fall on top of each other in a different setting one day.
He stops there, looking at you expectantly. It seems that is it, and he is deeply proud of himself.
You are too kind. It has meant much to me to be able to share this part of myself with you. Thank you for being here with me.
You and Daisuke sit in a pleasant silence together. As always, you find Daisuke standing silently, deep in concentration.
And you. Your smiling face is a welcome sight, always. First, I must thank you. When you first ran, I was furious, thinking of all the work I would be unable to do as I recovered. But when you agreed to help me, Cabrizio's reorganization, and you're taking up not only in my duties, but in my personal life. Yes.
Daisuke reaches out to take your hand in his.
I told myself I had no time for selfish pursuits, whether it be hobbies or something more personal. But I have found myself setting aside time I hoped I might spend with you. Speaking of anything but work, I care deeply for you. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to take you on a date. I'm pleased to hear it. If you care to leave here with me, there are things I wish to say and do that should not be done in front of the dishware. I would hate to rattle them. I welcome you to try.
Daisuke sweeps you into his strong arms without warning, taking off up the stairs with you in search of privacy. You're pleased to find out that Daisuke is quite good with his hands. He's not nearly as brittle as you'd have imagined. You would never have guessed you'd end up here after your first meeting. But now, there's nowhere you'd rather be.
I had hoped you might come by. It is now that you are here. Come here.
Daisuke wraps his strong arms around you, planting a kiss on you that makes you forget why you even came here.
Regretfully, I must stop there. Otherwise, I will have to take you somewhere more private, and then none of my work will get done. Or yours. Come back later, please. I need to see you again. Till then, my love.